G'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing the game between Geelong and Melbourne, which was at GMHBA Stadium. And the Cats back on the winners list, getting the job done by 39 points. Good result for the Cats in the end, but I don't think it'll be one where we pull out the replay too often. It was a very scrappy game to watch and, yeah, tough on the eyes at times, especially in that first half. And yeah, it took a long time for the Cats to get the game on their terms and ultimately break away with it, as we see later on in the game. The start was, it was a solid start. We had a fair few opportunities in front of goal and weren't able to make them, count while we did have the momentum. Yeah, we did, got a couple late in that first term, which gave probably the scoreboard a tendency that we perhaps deserved because we had all the play in our front half. Lots of forward 50 stoppages, lots of tackling to keep it inside our front half. But again, it's almost harder to score when you keep getting, I suppose throw-ins and ball-ups in amongst that. It's just hard to get space and easy to get, a rush kick away and probably get, a minor score. But we were able to get 3 goals, 5 for our return in the opening term. Relatively similar in the second term, and the Dees hit back as well with some good centre bounce work. And they denied us the corridor really well. I think for probably three and a half quarters that we just did not get to move the ball the way that we would like to move it. There wasn't too much run and carry from the back line, which whether they stopped that or whether we didn't allow that or didn't pursue that, it's remained to be seen. I'd say probably a bit of nothing's ever one reason. There's always a combination of reasons. So we weren't able to get that counterpunch game going as much as we would normally do. However, at times we did get to use our skill on the outside. Skill level was a bit down tonight, but the Dees to the Dees' credit, their season's on the line. They threw the kitchen sink at us and, almost... they gave us a good scare. I knew going into the game was a bit of a banana peel game because the Dees don't want to be 0-4, but we don't want to be 1-3 either. 100-year celebration with our biggest sponsor, Ford. So, that's been quite, a massive achievement for both parties there. Long time in the making there. So, for a brand to be around that long is incredible. Nonetheless, having a sponsorship for that amount of time as well. So that's quite an incredible feat that, was achieved tonight effectively. So, happy 100 years to Ford and the Cats partnership together, kicking goals for a long, long time. Plenty of premierships throughout that period as well, which is good. You'd like to think there'd be a couple of premierships over a 100-year period, but I won't speak about other clubs. I'll just stay in my lane here and continue to go about how the Cats are tackling it. It was just a frustrating watch at times. Just very when we had the ball, Melbourne were all over us constantly. We had constant pressure on us. Therefore, our ability to use the ball effectively forward to centre was definitely minimised with the D's pressure. To their credit, it's a great job. With us, you don't want us having free roam across the ground. You don't want us to have corridor use. That's completely fine. You don't want us to move the ball from half back because that's where a lot of the damage happens for us. And they did a lot of, really had some really good contest wins and nullified us at times throughout the game. But philosophically, I guess whilst it was a frustrating game, didn't feel like we played that well. It's a blessing that we were able to still get the 4 points, 39-point win, pretty solid win in the end, as we broke away in that final term whilst not playing our best footy. And they had a few chances as well. They missed a few, but also so did we. We had 25 shots on goal. They had 16 for the game. So from that perspective, that was promising. yeah, lots of uncontested marks from our side, so we controlled the ball a lot. The D's didn't give us too much. We were able to break through at times. Centre bounce was good at, was very helpful at times. Just getting some forward momentum and ascendancy from the centre bounce. Did break away from halfback a little bit as the game wore on, but yeah, as mentioned, they did a great job at nullifying our ball movement in general, especially from that danger zone of halfback, which has become quite a large score source from opposition sides, and absolutely from our perspective over the last sort of 12, 24 months, that halfback has definitely been utilised quite heavily in terms of being able to get score generation on the board. But some good individual brilliance as well that, you just need on nights like tonight, which definitely showed, and we'll talk about some of the players as we get to that segment of the review. But good result. Happy to go home with the win, and then, that... But I do want to say this type of footy is absolutely going to get nowhere near Adelaide. If we were to play very similar next week, we would get absolutely destroyed. I just want to put that out there. But it's a marathon, and you're not going to play your best footy in round 4. How you look in round 4 is going to be different to how you look in round 24. So, look, it's a long season. We'll be building. Clearly, we're not playing our absolute best footy right at the moment. We're 2-2. We're looking okay at the moment, but not scaring the pants off anyone. At this stage, where we're just slowly building into the season, and you can only hope as a supporter that you just the season improves as time goes on. So fingers crossed. Dominated possession, nearly 100 more possessions than the Demons, so we did well on that front. Quite surprised on the inside 50 count. I thought we got a bit more forward borderline territory there, but same inside 50s, and it just goes to show, the Dees did have a lot of good looks, and unfortunately just lacked the guns up forward to be able to make the most of their opportunities. Disposal efficiency, we had a decent amount more efficiency, but we did chip it sideways and backwards a fair bit. This is where the game's won and lost, right? Just in terms of being able to make every post a winner, or as many posts a winner as you can. We've doubled the efficiency inside 50, so that plays a big part in that. And just, Melbourne's, they were able to get the ball inside 50 relatively well, but mostly, they'll grab us along the ground. And to our credit, like the D50 stood up pretty well, all considering the supply Melbourne got with the 50 inside 50s. +5 free kicks for the Cats, hit-outs +7 for them. Even Stevens on the clearance side of things, sending clearances. The D's got the ascendancy on that front, but around the ground we had a few more clearances, but I believe it was even, 32 each. So it feels like a low clearance game, actually. Contested ball was a good result, +12 for us, and then, a lot of back half uncontested ball that slowly got more uncontested ball as the game wore on, mainly in that last quarter. More turnovers for the Dees. Gosh, we got a lot of marks. That's it's almost a record for us. 165 marks to 82, so more than double the Dees. 17 marks inside 50 to 5. So again, we had a lot of really promising looks from that side of things. Did well in the air as well. 17 contested marks to the D's 12. And then, led for most of the game, if not basically all of it, outside of the 7 minutes after the D's kicked the first goal. Out-tackled the D's as well, so that was really positive considering the amount of ball that we did get. D's pressure was really good. I'm surprised that we've got more tackles than the D's, but I'll take that. Don't know about the tackles inside 50, 7 each. I reckon there was 7 in one passage of play for, when we had it in our forward half. We had it in our forward half for almost 70% of the opening term, and there was, there would have been 7 tackles in 7 minutes. So I don't know what's happened there. Anyway, that's all right. 1%ers, D's did really well. They got, they were really good with a lot of spoils and stuff. So they had a good crack, that's for sure. All right, we'll go through some votes for the game. Now, it's always a bit different when you're at the game versus when you watch it on telly. That's no doubt about that. But I'm going to go Connor O'Sullivan for the 3 votes. He was absolutely brilliant. He had the 23 disposals and took the 13 marks. Even got a clearance for his good work there. He was just so solid down back. He was intercept marking everything. He was a brick wall down back. He was just, he was unstoppable. An absolute come-of-age game, and he's played 5 or 6 games. So, bloody awesome game from O'Sullivan. I thought, he was just outstanding across the 4 quarters and lifted, especially after Henry went off the ground. I thought he was amazing to watch. You see, obviously we had a lot of marks across the night and a couple of chip backwards and sideways. But, a lot of his marks were Melbourne kicking them and then him picking them off, which was great. 2 votes. I'll go Paddy Dangerfield. Where is he? Got to find him. Patrick. My eyes have... there we go. We found Paddy. 3 goals. 2. He could have kicked 5 or 6. 20 disposals. 6 marks as well. 3 clearances. Almost 500 metres gained from 70% game time. So, good numbers for Paddy to rest him up and not have him play the full game. I thought, when a goal needed to be kicked and someone needed to steady the ship, he was able to do so, and he did so on 3 occasions there. Had some other chances as well and missed a couple, but he kicked 3 that we really needed, and on a night where it wasn't really going too well for forwards and we weren't converting as well as we normally do, Paddy was great on that front, I felt. And the 1 vote, I'll go Zach Guthrie. I didn't realise he had 17 marks with his 30 disposals, 4 tackles as well. He was absolute brick wall down back alongside Stewart, alongside Henry when he was on, and O'Sullivan. But, he was brilliant on the deck. He was calm, composed, and, really loved his game. There's probably another 3 or 4 players that deserve to vote, but, again, when you do the 3-2-1 system, it's a bit trickier. But that's how it goes. All right, Baz had 28 for the game, 7 marks, 8 tackles, 5 clearances, pretty well involved. Hacks the ball a little bit, but again, just even getting that first possession, setting your teammates up for score involvements is a big plus. You'd rather be winning the ball than defending the ball. That's for sure. Makes life very much easier for the defenders. Humphries had a good crack, 23 disposals, 13 marks, so he got a fair bit of the ball on that front. A couple of tackles. Stewart was good. He had the 24, 11 marks. Didn't realise he had so many marks as well. The defenders definitely dined out on the marks. Dempsey got a fair bit of the ball. Loves it down at the category. The 26 disposals, took the 8 marks, 5 clearances, 4 tackles. He's just really clever. He's very good in a one-on-one marking contest. He knows what to do there. Almost had a snag as well, but not quite to be. Grind got quite heavily involved with his 26 disposals, had the 10 marks as well, a couple of clearances next to his name. Definitely got quite active at half-back to try and give us a spark when we needed it. Jez looked very quiet at the game, but he ended up with 1 goal, 2. He could have, obviously kicked a couple more, but he also handed 1 off to Manor, which we can see with his goal assist. He took the 7 marks as well, a couple of tackles, got the clearance for his good work there. Still relatively quiet on a scoreboard front. I don't think we need Jez up the ground when we've got Dangerfield in the middle at times. We've got Smith, we've got Holmes, we've got Stewart. Even O'Sullivan's kind of playing like Tom Stewart and Jack Henry combined. Don't know why he needs to be up the ground. Have him deep forward. That's where we played our best footy late last year. So not sure what the go is there, but I think he's just got a bit of a license. He's just hanging out. So good to have Sean Manor back. He kicked a goal, had the 18 disposals, 4 marks, 5 tackles, 4 clearances, goal assist. I think he got 2 clearances in a row, and that led to some scores. So he was a little bit untidy in the first half, just dusting off the cobwebs. But he was excellent in the second half, and he's just a good sort of spark player for us. Very opportunistic. Atkins was incredible. I thought, very unlucky not to get a vote this week. He had the 17 disposals and 11 tackles. I think that 8 of those to half-time, 2 goal assists as well. So he's quite good hand to foot, lowering the eyes, and he does that really well. So, absolute heart and soul player for us, and love the way he goes about it every week. De Koning was solid. He took the 9 marks with his 18 disposals, also kicked a goal when we needed one, a couple of clearances. Yeah, handy night for De Koning. Has some interesting moments with marking contests and just has some brain fades, but he had a good go at it. Bowes kicked a couple of goals from his 18 disposals. Also had 3 tackles, couple of marks there, 6 marks, couple of clearances, 64% game time. So didn't play as stack, but provided a bit of run, and he kicked a couple of goals when we really needed something on the scoreboard when we were struggling, especially early days. O'Shane Mullen had plenty of the ball, 8 marks, 16 disposals, 3 tackles, turned it over a little bit and was a little bit sloppy by foot, but had a good go at it. It was good to see Reece as well have a chance to go against Max Gawn. Seems to be the game that they like to make sure that he's in for. He kicked a goal from his own good work in the first term, had the 11 disposals, 5 marks, 3 tackles. Gawn was pretty good, but Gawn wasn't colossal, thankfully. So, Gawn's obviously one of the best ruckmen in the game, if not of all time. So, Stanley is usually quite workmanlike against him. O'Connor got him quite involved. He only had 40% game time, but made it count. He had the 16 disposals, 8 marks. So, Mark did quite well there. Holmesy was very quiet. Melbourne never, ever tag, and they decide to tag Max Holmes this time around. So it's unbelievable how they changed the way they play just because they come up against Geelong. Anyway, it's 4 marks, 3 tackles, 3 clearances, goal assist as well. Had a couple of plays, sort of that half-back wing, which got us some scores. But largely well held with the time on ground he did have. I think Sparrow was on him like a flea, like a fly, like a mosquito. Wasn't giving him much at all. Like Bradley's game, he had the 18 disposals, 6 marks. He was doing, and also set up a goal. He was doing some Nick Rewalt stuff, which was great to see. He was leading up and down the ground and making May accountable, which was good. Scratch kicked a goal, had the 7 disposals, did some work in the ruck, 5 marks, clunked a few, dropped a few, but finished off nicely. To sort of stem the flow in that final term. Missed one, I think late in the game. I don't think he made the distance with the first one, but look, it was okay, a little bit quiet, but it was sort of a tough night. Wasn't really perfect conditions, that's for sure. Jack was really good with the time on ground he did have. He took the 6 marks with the 10 touches he had, and had a hamstring injury by all reports there, and by how it looked when he was holding his hamstring. Looked quite high as well, so that could be a nasty one potentially. Could be anywhere from you'd suspect 4 to 6 weeks. Hamstrings can be quite nasty. There's no such thing as a 1-week hamstring, and I've done a hamstring before. They are not nice, and I have no idea how AFL players get over hamstrings in 3 to 4 weeks. I still felt like I'd just done my hammy when I did do it. Funnily enough, playing volleyball, so that's quite funny. Over to Tyson Stengel, he kicked a couple of goals, had the 3 marks, goal assist, relatively quiet, deadly enough with the damage he did get on the scoreboard. Ollie Henry, pretty quiet, had some nice moments, took a few good marks as well. He's guaranteed 9 disposals every week. You could put that in the book, no doubt about it. Closey got a bit of the ball, a little bit quiet, a couple of marks, a couple of tackles, whether he was doing an attacking role or defensive role, not 100% sure. I didn't pay that close of attention to exactly what Closey was doing. I was just concerned about getting the win. He'll be good in time and did all right tonight. So, we'll see how he goes throughout. All right, that is a overview of the review for tonight's game. And we've got a pretty big game coming up. Going to be absolutely, could be a brutal game, this one. We've got Adelaide in Adelaide. First game up for gather round, so it's going to be a massive game. It was pretty close the last couple of times. We were able to get the chocolates at Adelaide Oval last year when they kept kicking it to Tom Stewart, and he was basically best on ground. Won at least the last three. That one was quite a tough watch as well. I think Rankin almost won in the game, and that was quite scary, that one. But it was very close at the category last time. I think Jez kicked 6 and got us over the line. It was just a really promising performance when we played them at Adelaide Oval last year, early days. I think that was in round 2 or round 3. But we're able to get the dub. But I think the Crows could be really menacing here. I don't know how keen I am for this game because I think they could touch us up. Hopefully not. But if we play the way we did tonight, we'd get beaten by probably 8-9 goals. I know it's a long season, and you can't always play your best footy. Every team on their given day can beat you. We found that out. But irrespective of that, the Crows at home, they're humming along. Unless the Suns absolutely obliterate them, I'd be pretty confident the Crows will win this week, or this coming week, against the Cats, in what's going to be a pretty tough clash, I would have thought. Tall forwards make me nervous, and their midfield's looking very dynamic. They're just looking very sound across the board. They're very tough to beat at home, and when a good side, interstate, plays at their home deck, they're very, very hard to beat. So, Crows winning that one for mine. I don't give us much of a chance. I hope we win, but I'm just putting my tipping cap on there, and I just think the Crows will be far too strong for us with the current form line that we do have. In saying that, we've played well in patches, we've looked good, but also equally had some poor patches, and it doesn't take much for a good side to once they get on a bit of a streak and a bit of momentum behind them, they can sort of kick goals pretty quickly, especially in the modern game. All right, that's all from me, folks. So Geelong getting the job done by 39 points over the Dees in a good win for the Cats. Not a replay that you'd be too fond to watch back on, especially that first half or 3 quarters. The final term is a little bit nicer on the eyes, where we sort of were able to break clear, get a bit more space, and get some more territory, and subsequently got a bit more scoreboard pressure on the board. And got enough to get the W, so that's all that matters at the end of the day. It's good to get the W, and also good to get the lesson. So hopefully we get some improvement off the back of it, whilst also getting the win under the belt. That's it for me, folks. I hope you enjoyed the review. Give it a like if you did enjoy the review, and if you have some thoughts on the game, definitely shout out in the comments how you thought we went, and what your predictions for next week against the Crows. Subscribe away as well, so you can keep up to date with how the Cats go each and every week. I review the games each time the Cats are running out there. I will have a say about it, no doubt about that. All right, that's all from me, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next video.